Zombie apocalypse.
Yo guys, Harvey Paxton here and welcome back to a brand new video from the best show on YouTube. Welcome back to the Harvey Paxton Show. I hope you're well, I hope you're doing good. And today I'm coming at you with a different kind of video. I'm still going to be doing a review for you guys, but I'm not going to be reviewing a film this time. Instead I'm going to be reviewing some music, just to kind of mix the content up a bit and, to change things up. Today I'm going to be discussing a rapper called Dax, who's primarily based on YouTube. Some of you might know him, some of you might not. And if you're familiar with, KSI and all those other YouTubers, you might have heard Dax's name thrown around every now and again. The reason I want to talk about Dax is because I feel like he's one of the most underrated rappers working in the game right now. I really connect with his music and I just wanted to make this video not only to show like a token of appreciation to him, but to maybe introduce some of you guys to his music, as I feel like his music is special. I feel like he makes music that more people need to hear, He's not afraid to get deep or real in his lyrics, and he talks about stuff that isn't primarily discussed in music. Like other rappers talk about, they flex a lot, they talk about how much money they have and stuff like that. And then there's rappers like Dax who talk about the bigger issues like anxiety, depression, and bring more light to problems like that. So yeah, that's the main reason why I'm going to do this review, to bring his music to light. And maybe some of you guys will walk away from this video wanting to listen to his music and having an open mind, and you might enjoy it too. So yeah, before we get, Dax is based in Canada. He's an independent artist and he only has about 2.6 million subscribers on YouTube currently, so that's why I say he's greatly underrated. Before we go any further, I just want to give a little bit of context with how I got into Dax. KSI went on a YouTube podcast, the What's Good podcast, with his mates Mini Minter and Randolph, and then he put out a bold statement saying, "Oh, I'm the best YouTube rapper, blah 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 blah." Now, he threw some names out there. I think Dax was one of them, but he also threw names out there like Quadeca, who's another YouTube rapper, and people like that. Now, I'm not going to talk about JJ yet. I'm going to save my thoughts on his music for another video because I want to focus on Dax. But yeah, JJ went on the What's Good podcast and proclaimed to be the best YouTube rapper. Dax must have heard this and thought, because a few days later I saw this video in my recommended, Dax Killshot Freestyle, where he did his own version and his own lyrics to the Eminem track Killshot, and in that song he fired a few shots at KSI saying, "Listen, don't ever try to diss me or I'll come for you. I'm going to be one of the biggest artists, such and such." And that song was just insane, and what he managed to do with it, how he managed to switch from singing to rapping and stuff like that. So it was crazy, and I knew from the moment I saw that I would be a fan of Dax. So that's basically a brief story of how I got into Dax. And today I'm going to be reviewing one of his projects. I'm going to be reviewing one of his EPs. The EP is called I'll Say It For You. In this EP, Dax concentrates on themes such as love, heartbreak, anxiety, depression, stuff that I feel needs to be talked about more in music, because it might help and support people and it brings to bigger issues, as I said before. Now, before we go on, I'm just going to quickly give my own interpretation of the title, I'll Say It For You. The title to me it triggers thoughts in my head such as Dax is like acting as the voice for maybe people that are oppressed and people that might not have the strength or confidence to open up and talk about their problems. So Dax is like saying, I'll say the words for you, and then maybe that might give you more confidence to speak out about your problems and go seek help potentially, which is another reason why I really respect him. So yeah, this intro has been long enough, so without further ado, here's my review of Dax's EP, I'll Say It For You. We've got 7 songs to get through, so let's not waste any more time. I'll be going through them track by track and explaining why I like each one. So yeah, let's go on. It's Dax! The first song on Dax's I'll Say It For You EP is called I Can't Breathe. In this song, I feel like Dax is speaking from the perspective of somebody that might suffer from anxiety and depression and like the stress that they might go through, and those who might not have the strength and confidence to come through and talk about their problems. So, I mean, the hook for this song is I can't breathe. I'm struggling finding the balance between what I want and I need. I've been playing with God, but it feels like the devil's been coaching the team. I've got so much to say, but anxiety whispers and tells me don't speak. Just those words alone say a lot about the song. And honestly, I feel like this is one of Dax's best. I feel like Dax is really articulate with his words. He knows how to choose his words carefully in a way so like a lot of people can relate to them and understand them. And Dax might have like suffered in the past himself, so that's why I feel like he's really good at articulating his words. I feel like if this song tells me anything, it tells me how important it is to like take care of your mental health, you know, check up on your friends, your family, and anybody who you know might be going through anything. I mean, just sending them a quick message saying, hey, you okay? It might just be enough to make their day, you know? And like, with this song, I Can't Breathe, I feel like Dax shows a real sense of emotion, particularly in the final 2 choruses, where he focuses less on rapping and goes more into singing, like, and you can like just sense the emotion and stuff in his voice. And Dax can switch from singing to rapping in a heartbeat, you know, so that's why this song stands out to me, because he's speaking from the perspective of somebody that might be struggling and somebody that might be struggling to get their words out and seek help. So yeah, that's why this is easily one of my favourite Dax songs on the record. The second track on the EP is called Thought Those Were My Last Words, and Dax starts things off by asking a question. What would you do if you had a second chance at life? Would you capture it or let it slip through your fingers? And the biggest pain in life is regret. And immediately those words stand out to me, because it's not often we think about like, what would we do if we had extra time on earth? What would we hope to achieve? How would we spend our time? What goals would we set for ourselves? And this overall is probably the most positive and most motivational song on the record, as Dax is talking about going after your dreams and succeeding no matter what, despite the haters. You know, forget what they say. Do what you have to succeed. You have to fail before you get it right, and stuff like that. And this probably has the most mellow, upbeat vibe of all the songs on the record. And again, I mentioned before how Dax can like switch between singing and rapping. He demonstrates it perfectly here. It's really infectious, and just the energy on this song is like, oh, I mean, it always sets me straight when I feel like I'm dipping under, and you know, it just makes you feel powerful and like you can achieve your dreams. And he also makes another good point in one of his lyrics in this song is, I was busy dying, now I'm busy living. I mean, that pretty much just speaks for itself. Like, you're tired of feeling one way, so you're going to do something about it whatever's wrong in your life, you're going to try your best to fix it. And I know sometimes that's easier said than done, but I feel like that's what Dax is saying here. So yeah, thought those were my last words is easily one of my favourite songs on the EP, just for the message it brings. For track 3 we have a song called I Need a Break, and immediately the title stands out to me as like, you need a break from the thoughts that are going around in your head because you just want to relax and set yourself free, you know. But in this case, Dax is talking about a breakup that went wrong. He needs a break from the thoughts in his head. He's questioning why things had to happen a certain way. He's questioning why the girl was disloyal and she mistreated him. He uses lyrics such as, I want to leave but I feel trapped inside a cage. I need a break. I feel like we can all relate to that lyric sometimes when life can get stressful and we all have a lot of things going on, a lot of things on our plates. But then he also says, how you love me if you're always playing games. I mean, there's nothing more draining, in my opinion, than a relationship that isn't going the way you want it. And, you know, you've just got to do your best to try and work through it, or sometimes if the situation calls for it, just cut all ties. So I honestly feel like Dax, again, he knows how to articulate his words and make it so like people can universally relate to what he's saying. So I really respect him for that. And again, I really like the sense of emotion shown in this track, because when he's singing this song, he'll go, I think I need a break, like that, you know. I mean, that was terrible, but you'll understand what I mean if you listen to it. You can like sense the emotion and things like that. It's a kind of like a short track. It's under 3 minutes, but for what he managed to do in that time, it's good. And again, we often need a break from the things in our heads and what's going on. So it's really important to take that break and, you know, try not to dwell on things too much. And I feel like Dax is really good at relating it to his own situation with the girl and stuff. So yeah, this is a good song on the record. For track 4 we have Dear God, and I flipping love songs like this, man. Songs that just make you think a certain way. In this song, Dax is asking questions about our potential God, and like he's asking him questions such as, why do we hurt, why is there pain, why does everything good always have to change? And it's no secret that we've all had those questions ourselves before, but we've never had like the confidence or courage to explore these ideas ourselves. So honestly, credit to Dax for like exploring these kinds of ideas. And whether you've got religious beliefs or not, I mean, I personally don't, but like it's still interesting to like know these things, and like when you say these things out loud or hear them in the song, you want answers. So again, credit to Dax for exploring these ideas, and I really like how he handled everything. He wasn't like being disrespectful to our God or anything like that. He handled everything in a respectful manner, and I honestly don't understand why this song isn't bigger than it is. It's literally a masterpiece and easily one of my favourite songs by him. It was released a while ago before the EP came out, but honestly I'm glad he included it here because it fits so well. And it's just important, you know. I feel like if more people heard this song, it would open their eyes and just like make them question things. Dear God is similar to the next song on the EP we're going to talk about as well. So like, honestly, there's no shame in asking these questions. So yeah, this is easily one of my favourite songs by Dax, and it's one I listen to on the regular if I just want to get deep and, you know, in my feelings. So yeah, definitely check out Dear God. It's a really, really good song, and it definitely needs to be bigger than it is. Track 5 on the EP is called Book of Revelations, and again, I feel like this is similar to Dear God, only this time Dax is asking questions about our own human existence rather than God. And like, I feel like these questions are important to explore as well, because we're all used to doing things in life a certain way. Like, we're all taught, we grow up, we go to school, we go to college, go to university, which is basically college in America, and then we graduate, get a degree, find a job, settle down with a family, so potentially. So it's like, we're also used to doing that. We don't necessarily stop and think about these kinds of questions. I feel like they're important to explore. And the way Dax like does things, he's really good at articulating his words. And there's lyrics in the song such as "To live is to be evil," because that's words reversed. And that is true. I mean, when I heard that for the first time, it clicked in my head, as I wasn't aware of that before, and I was like, Jesus, this guy really knows like how to like lay his words out. It's clear he puts time, care and effort into his music, which is why I feel like he deserves more respect and more recognition. But yeah, another thing I need to mention is Dear God and Book of Revelations are more like poems than songs and things that he's written out, because there's no choruses. It's just him like speaking his mind, and the way like he lays everything out. Dax is one of those rappers where when he's hype, you're hype with him, but when he really, really wants you to listen to something, he'll zone you in and he'll just do something to make you pay attention. So I feel like that's why he stands out. And honestly, Book of Revelations is a really good song. This and Dear God go hand in hand for me, because it's just like, I feel like it's almost perfect lyricism. But yeah, definitely check out Book of Revelations on the EP. Track 6 on the EP is called Love Hurts, and in this song it's another heartbreak song. Dax is talking about how his first heartbreak kind of messed him up, and how he doesn't trust women, and how he feels hurt and stuff. And again, I've said this a few times throughout this review, but he's really good at like showing emotion and articulating his words and choosing his words carefully so that people can relate to them on a universal level. He says lyrics in this song which stand out to me. He says, "We built for 2 years, but it took 10 seconds and a bad decision to shake the whole thing loose." And those lyrics just speak for themselves, really. Like, in terms of a bad relationship, it's like how quickly things can be destroyed if like both parties of the relationship aren't on the same page. So like, that just puts that into perspective. And another lyric he says, which I relate to myself specifically, is, "My life is a museum. Everybody shows up and buys tickets, but not everybody wants to stay that long. For me, living with a disability, sometimes I have feelings of self-doubt, and I don't always feel as confident as I could be, which is part of the reason I enjoy making these videos, because they allow me to make my personality shine through and say things that I wouldn't normally have the confidence to say." So honestly, like, that really struck a chord with how much I relate to it. And it's life, people come and go, but the right ones will stay. And honestly, if it wasn't for like Dax's music, it's Dax's music that like sets me straight, and like it gets me thinking a certain way. It keeps me open-minded, and that's another reason why I'm recommending his music to you guys, because I feel like anyone could benefit from it. So yeah, Love Hurts is another good song from the EP. The last song is called My Heart Hurts, and honestly this is one of my favourite songs on the EP as well. It's not really a rapping song because Dax is singing is front and centre here. The chorus to this song is, "My heart hurts in the worst possible way. You came first, but now we have to go our separate ways. My heart hurts," and he put everything into a relationship, but like it wasn't meant to be. And you know, the chorus sticks out to me on its own, but when you put it to the rest of the song, it's just a really good song. Um, Again, Dax is really good at showing emotion and like making his words really relatable to anybody that might have gone through a similar thing. And I feel like in this song, Dax knew what was happening with the relationship that he was in, but he was numb to the idea of being let down. And again, I feel like we've all felt like that at some points in our lives, where we know something's going to go wrong, but we just want it to go so right and so perfect that we refuse to accept that it could go wrong. So honestly, My Heart Hurts is one of his best songs, and I'm glad it was included on the EP. Yeah, honestly, go and check it out because it is a really good song and it'll get you in your feels. Dax, if you ever see this, I just want to say thank you so much for doing what you do, making the music that you do, and like being real and being 100% honest in your music, because I really enjoy it and I'm sure many of us will too. You really deserve all the success and more. So please keep on going, man, because your music really means a lot to me, and I hope everybody just like keeps an open mind and goes and checks out your stuff. So honestly, thank you for doing what you do. That concludes my review of Dax's EP, I'll Say It For You, and honestly, I think it's a really good EP. I feel like a lot of people will benefit from listening to it if they're struggling, and it seems like Dax is a really good advocate for self-love and positivity and stuff like that. So honestly, I'd give this EP a strong 8 out of 10. So honestly, credit to Dax and what he's managed to achieve, especially being an independent artist. I'll leave links to the EP in description on Spotify and on a playlist on YouTube, so you can go stream it and listen to it for yourselves. And I really think it is worth doing. And if you're still not convinced that Dax is a good artist, 2 extra songs I'll mention to check out is the Joker song, where Dax talks about cyberbullying and keyboard warriors, and then also the Black Lives Matter song he did, as that's legitimately one of the best anti-racism songs I've ever heard. I'm not even lying. Honestly, this is why I feel like Dax needs more recognition, because he's not signed, he's got nobody behind him, just the support of 2.6 million people, which is nothing to turn your nose up at. Honestly, and it's just a shame that some people clown on Dax, saying, oh, Dax is a janitor, blah 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 blah. Yeah, fair enough, he did used to mention being a janitor in a lot of his older songs, but not anymore. It's just a shame that people secure him into this box like the janitor guy, where I feel like Dax, his music keeps people open-minded, as I said, and honestly, really, it is really worth checking out. Just to kind of like tie this video up, do I think, I'm going to go back to KSI's comment that I mentioned at the beginning, do I think KSI is the best YouTube rapper? No, I honestly prefer Dax's music in some aspects, because Dax is more of a lyrical rapper, where JJ knows how to make that mainstream stuff, the stuff that gets radio play, and respect him for doing it too. But like, I just feel like Dax's music resonates with me more, just because of like how articulate he is, as I've mentioned many times throughout this review. I'll save my opinions and thoughts on JJ's music for a future video, but honestly, go and check out Dax. You will not regret it. I cannot stress this enough, and again, there'll be links to the EP and all of Dax's links in the description below, so go give him a follow. And since then, he's released more songs for you to check out. And so yeah, this was my review of Dax, I'll Say It For You. And this is, I think this is everything from me. So I'm going to love you and leave you all. Please don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed, or leave a dislike if you didn't enjoy. Leave a comment below. Have you heard of Dax? Have you listened to his songs before? Do you plan on checking out his songs? What's your favourite Dax songs? Let me know all of it down below. And is there any artists that you want me to review and get into? Because I'm always open to discussing ideas with you guys and creating more content that you'll enjoy. So yeah, tell me everything down below. Like, subscribe, comment, and lastly, don't forget to turn your notification bell on so you will be notified every single time I upload in the future. I'm grinding with this content and I hope you're all going to join me for the ride. All the support and everybody that checks out my content means the world to me. Thank you all so much. Stay safe out there. Make sure you're taking care of yourself both mentally and physically. Thank you again for watching, and I'll talk to you all soon. Peace. It's that!